it's taken full focus to go through this river right now because all the fishing nets that are set up. Kind of having to like weave through a forest, as you can see all those buoys there. But welcome back to another video. Hope you guys are doing well. So yeah, today we're just gonna be doing some sailing, obviously. I mean, literally, like, that's what this channel's all about. So, but today's not gonna have as much wind as the last video. You saw that if you saw that last I guess 2 videos ago, my worst day on the water. So many mistakes, that video. Yeah, we're not gonna be going in that kind of wind today. The forecast does not call for it, but it calls for like some average, like 6 to 10 knot winds. So we'll see how that goes. But this video is also, it marks the 1-year anniversary of me and being on this boat, Impatience, my sailboat. I bought this boat 1 year ago. Well, I guess it would be 1 year ago yesterday, because yesterday was November 1st. That's when I bought this boat, November 1st, 2024. So yeah, it's been a really fun year with this boat. Gone through a lot of journeys, a lot of learning curves and stuff I've learned on the way. So yeah, here's to more years on Impatience here. I have finally figured out a better way to do the electronic project, because the way that I was thinking of it before, I did not factor in fuses. I was not thinking about fuses. So I've thought of a whole new way, and hopefully we're going to be getting started on that soon. But yeah, this is the 1-year anniversary. But I wanted to play a couple clips here of when I first bought the boat. So yeah, you can see here, I originally bought this boat on Lake Union. That's where this boat was originally at when I first purchased it back in November. For the first little bit, I was probably for the first month, I think, because I think December 7th is when I moved to my marina that I'm at now. But for the first month, I was on Lake Union, just learning how to sail again, figuring all that stuff out, getting acquainted and comfortable with the boat, all that kind of stuff. Then my friend and I, we actually went over to Lake Washington, and we sailed across to I think it's Yarrow Point and back, you know, over by Kirkland, that area. Juanita Beach, or Juanita Bay, I think is what it's called. So we sailed back and forth there, and then journeyed up through the locks. That was the first time, well, not the locks, it was the ship canal part. I was able to fit under all the bridges, the Montlake Bridge, the University Bridge, and even the I think the Ballard Bridge I fit under. Only the Fremont Bridge I had to open up. But yeah, and so that was fun. Then we went on a journey to the marina here. You can see that here's a very rainy clip of us in the locks. We were in the locks descending to sea level from lake level, which is about 16 feet or so on average tide, I think, somewhere around there. So that was the first time I've ever been through the locks there. I didn't get much in the way of video recorded on the trip, because that day was the worst day I could have gone out, especially as a new sailor. The 2 videos ago, that day eclipsed this day, but that day was the worst day I had sailing for the longest time. You know, there was like 3-foot waves. You know, I'm brand new. I only had the mainsail up because the jib wasn't going up. It was kind of falling out of the track, as I couldn't figure it out. So yeah, that was interesting. So yeah, that was the fun times there. And then a month later, after I got to the new marina, is when I made my first actual sailing video, when I filmed my first tour of my sailboat. So yeah, and then here we are today, 1 year later, and really enjoying this boat, and she served me well in my time here, and no sign of getting rid of her anytime soon. I've got a lot more projects I want to work on and get this boat into a really interesting state. I want to like, once I end up figuring out how electronics works and stuff with the 12-volt electronics, once I get more comfortable and competent, I want to do some other things, like wiring up a stereo that is powered by 12 volt, and it's a stereo, and I want to put like speakers, you know, maybe here and maybe some down there, and then have an aux cable that connects to my phone, and then I can have speakers and stereo on my on the boat here. But that's way in the future. I'm not at that level electronically wise yet. I'm still learning here, but that's kind of my dreams with this vessel. So, but yeah, it's been a great year. So yeah, we're gonna head out here. We have made it to the West Seattle Bridge. We are just about to go under that. We'll head out to Puget Sound, set up the sails, and do what we do. Yeah. Oh man, are we gonna make it? Are we gonna make it? Of course we're gonna make it. This bridge is like 55 feet above. Yeah, we still got some nets up here. You know, it's interesting. I thought fishing season was in September, and then now at this point the fish are way further up, but apparently there's still fish that are still coming up the river, so I don't know. I mean, I'm not a fish expert. I don't really know anything about fishing, so what do I know? Yeah. Alright, we are getting close to entering Puget Sound. Just got a couple more, I'd say 100 yards to go, and then we're officially out. I see 2 sailboats off in the horizon over there, so it seems like there'll be some wind out there, but time will tell. I mean, they could be struggling too, for all I know, but yeah, it's I feel a little breeze coming from the south right now, and we'll see from there what happens, what kind of winds we get. But yeah, we're gonna go out just a little bit out here into Elliott Bay, of course, kind of like we always do. I'll set up the sails, and then we'll see what we'll do. We might kind of go along West Seattle, Alki Beach area today. Right now it's 11:37, and I'd like to be back at the dock at 3 p.m. because I've got some other things I got to do. So we're probably going to be done sailing at around 1:30, somewhere around there. So I've got about an hour and a half of good sailing. See what we get out here today. never seen this before, but I don't know if you can see that on camera, but the fishing nets that we see in the river, they're out here as well in Elliott Bay. I don't know, is that even allowed? Are they even allowed to do that? Because I mean, this is, you know, we got ferry boats that go through here. I don't know, and they're over here too. Can't really make them out, but there's some dotted around here and right here as well. Maybe they, I don't know, maybe they're in communication with the city or something. Maybe they have like a permit or something that they're allowed to do this. They just have to keep it out of the ferry boat's path. Wouldn't be surprised. But yeah, the wind is pretty calm right now. Just a little breeze. The sound is very calm as well. Not much in the way of waves. But it looks like I'm gonna be able to sneak right through here, because right there and over is all nets. You can see the nets actually right there perfectly, yeah. And the buoy stops, and then there's a passageway through here. Then I think we're gonna head that way, see what happens. Possibly the calm before the storm. We're in some pretty calm conditions now. Also, some people in the comments have been saying that I should tilt the motor up whilst sailing. Right now, like, the motor is on a transom on a track that goes up and down. I pull it all the way up, but they're saying I should actually tilt it up as well. Getting consistent wind, gosh, like 5 or something knots. Pretty nice calm winds out here. At least they're not like completely dead. We've got a little something. Man, I gotta like keep some snacks on board, like chips and stuff. I mean, I've got some like salmon and stuff, but it would be nice to have some chips right now. I've been craving some Takis, or the Trader Joe's version of Takis. Those are also really good. But gotta survive somehow. Takis are a way to survive. I've got some fish down there that'll keep me alive. Yeah, let's see. The temperature, my watch says 53 degrees. Got the sun out too, which feels good. You know what I wonder is the feeling when someone's been sailing for months out on the open ocean, like the Atlantic Ocean, and then all of a sudden they see land. Like, imagine what the feeling that they're feeling and they're going through when they finally see land and they can get off and take a break from the harrowing waters of the ocean. And yeah, that's I have a feeling that that's like such a euphoric feeling, a feeling that, you know, no one can really experience. I've been reading a lot of books recently about sailors, like Bernard Moitessier, I think is how you say his name, John Kreshumer, which is that's a book I'm currently reading. his book called Sailing a Serious Ocean. That's the book I'm currently reading of his. And what's cool about what he does is that he actually sails other people's boats to their location. So someone lives in like England, and they buy a boat from like Fort Lauderdale, Florida. They can have him, they had John, sail across the ocean to England to deliver their sailboat. That's pretty cool. You know, that's a pretty cool thing, and the feeling that he must feel as he's sailing across and finally reaches land, it's gotta feel cool. You know, I'm surrounded by land, man, so, you know, I haven't experienced that yet, but I got plans to do that in the future. Not sure if I'll do it on this boat. This is not really an ocean-going vessel. Probably like a 30-foot boat or something would be my next boat, but I can see myself sailing this one for a couple of years and then upgrading in the future. But yeah, like going up to the San Juan Islands too, can't beat that. But anyways, yeah, that's kind of what I wanted to discuss, is just that feeling of reaching land finally. Wonder if you guys have actually, any of you out there have actually sailed across an ocean, or you sailed where you're away from land, where you can't see land anymore, and all you see all around you is just ocean. What's that like? What goes through your mind? Because you've only got your boat, you and your boat, and a passenger if you have a passenger, but you've got no way of, like, you know, the only land or hard surface you're on is your vessel, or else you're in the water. It's so cool. It's just interesting. Well, we made it all the way out to Alki Point. There it is right there. And now I've turned around, headed towards the city. Curious what this might be the sailing club or something, possibly, or maybe it's just a group of passionate sailors or something. But yeah, turned around because the wind has kind of gotten pretty calm, so want to make some time here. You know what? God, if I didn't have like a busy personal life, I would be out here all the time. Like, wouldn't have to worry about time limits, any of that kind of stuff. But you know, we'll get there. We'll get there. Sometimes I really enjoy these calm days. All you hear is just water, and it's just peaceful. You don't hear like wind whipping in your ear and stuff. It's just calm. Once in a while it's nice, but obviously, like, I want to have some more wind, bro, but I'm not complaining. We're still making good progress. I mean, we're already getting back. You know, we've got a little breeze going on. The sails are kind of, you know, they're not full or anything, so they're moving with the waves. Well, now we're just in straight calms. Just enough wind to get us for us to still have an ability to steer the boat, but well, now that I speak of the wind, it shows itself. There we go. But yeah, I've been sitting here for like 20 minutes or so, hardly moving at all. Now we get a little gust of wind coming in, which is nice. This will bring us back to the river, so once we get over there, then I'm gonna put the sails down, because it's already 1:12 right now, so we should meet my time by a couple minutes here. because I wanted to be heading up the river at 1:30 at the most. So yeah, nice little wind. There's a little propulsion here. There we go. Notice my if you see on the sail here, notice my flags have started to tear. I don't know if you can make it out there, but I might already need to start. I might already need to replace my flags because they've torn a little bit. There we go. Here we go. Now we're moving. All of our moving bubbles. That's nice, man. And I've still got to watch out for these fishing nets and stuff that they've got all casted in the water. Got to figure out the path to get in here. Just typical. Great wind once I put the sails down and head up the river. But yeah, just trying to traverse all these nets that they've got all out here. But yeah, the one guy that was helping me, he was pretty nice. Because they've literally got all, so he's like, hey, over there is where it is. So yeah, appreciate that, so I don't get my propeller damaged by your nets. Well, we're getting closer. One bridge down, another bridge to go. Well, 2 bridges down, I guess. And one more, and then we're at the marina. They're all lined up on the barge. South Park Bridge, do you copy? This is the Impatience requesting a bridge open. Over.
Hello, give us just a minute.
Thanks. Alright. So, called the bridge, and now they're gonna get ready to open. So, yeah, we're already here, and it's 2:47, which is 3 o'clock was when I wanted to be back, and we're back. So yeah, it all worked out. She's rising, and now we can fit. Making our way back. Touchdown. We made it. Now we're just gonna bring the boat in, and then I'm gonna tie it off on the dock. Alright, well, she's all docked up. I actually have the power hooked up to the boat because I'm starting to run the air dryer because it's just that time of year where it's really humid. Yeah, and I also, every time I'm done for the day, I started to do rinses. Like I rinse off the salt off the motor. None of the motor touches the water, so that way that there's no seaweed growth on it or anything. But yeah, but that's gonna do it for this video. Hopefully you enjoyed. Yeah, 1 year on this boat, and here's to a couple more. So yep, See you in the next one.